This is my top 5 anime of 2025, but we're doing it out of order. I'm opening with my number 1 pick, then we're circling back to number 5 and climbing our way up to number 2. Why? Because I don't want your attention span or your lunch break to run out before I get to it. Stick around because somewhere on this list is probably your next obsession. My number 1 anime of 2025 is, drumroll please, To Be Hero X. And look at me. I know I'm not on screen, but whatever. I need you to watch this show. I need your mother to watch this show. I need your dog to watch this show. I need everyone to watch this show so they know we like it and they can pick up their feet on that season 2 that they promised us. This show had me feral on a weekly basis. This show came out on Sundays. I'm talking 11:59 on Saturdays. I'm refreshing my browser, and every episode that came out somehow felt 5 minutes long. I envy anyone who hasn't seen it yet and can binge it in peace, because waiting week to week was a trial. If you're feeling that post My Hero Academia hero story emptiness and you want your little superhero story and MHA Vigilantes isn't cutting it yet, let it cook. I read the manga. This is the answer. To Be Hero X is a collection of interconnected superhero stories, all centered around people trying to climb the hero rankings while facing moral dilemmas that don't have clean answers. What makes this show special is that it trusts you. It doesn't over-explain, it doesn't recap every emotional beat, it drops you into different timelines, past, present, sometimes with entirely new characters. You'll be watching an episode and it'll be great and all, but you'll be like, well, what's this got to do with the price of butter? How is it related to the rest of the show? And then it clicks. You realize you've been handed puzzle pieces the whole time. The show gently lays them on the table and waits for you to put them together yourself. No flashing arrows, no dramatic narrator, just confidence that they know what story they're telling. The animation reflects that confidence too. It blends 2D and 3D to represent different time periods in the story. Different styles for different arcs, different emotional weights, different eras. It visually reinforces the idea that heroism isn't the same for everyone. It also does one of my favorite things in the whole entire world. Once you're a few episodes in and they know that you know the outro, the show starts getting cheeky with it and plays it during the episode. It usually happens while the character is making some huge discovery, or they just did some significant action, or someone walks out of the shadows that you didn't expect to be there. Serve that to me on a plate with some ranch sauce on the side. I will eat it up every time. To Be Hero X is less about becoming a hero and more about the cost of being seen as one and the weight that perceived greatness puts on a person's life. I'd been looking forward to this show for a long time, and I couldn't be happier with how cool it turned out. That's why it's my number 1. Now that that's settled, we can start from the bottom and work our way up. Coming in at number 5 is Witch Watch, a show that completely snuck up on me. I try to stay up to date on anime news. By that I mean I follow one Instagram account. So imagine my surprise when I found out a manga I casually added to my maybe someday list was getting an anime. If you've never heard of it, think Psyche K humor meets Fruits Basket character variety meets Spy Family structure. Nico is a young witch with a prophecy saying that she's in danger, so she goes to live with her childhood friend who's technically her familiar and technically an ogre, but visually just a guy because genetics. It's episodic chaos at first, then it sneaks into short story arcs. The humor is smart, situational, and sometimes meta. The characters are self-aware without being annoying about it, and it's just a super cute Saturday morning cartoon kind of chill. Also, the first opening is directed by the same person who did the Egghead opening for One Piece, and once you know that, you can't unsee it. This show is light but not empty, easy to watch, and that's why it's my number 5. Next, I don't talk about shoujo enough on this channel, and that's exactly what number 4 is. Number 4 is The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and if you like gentle romance that makes you kick your feet, this one's for you. These two kiddos go to opposing schools. The girls' school is prim and proper, and the guys' school is for alleged delinquents, and they're right across from each other, so the two main characters can see each other from their windows sometimes, and it's cute. She likes eating cake at his family's bakery. Also, he looks hella intimidating, and it's a secret that his family even has a bakery. They become friends, and then maybe more than friends, who knows? You'll just have to watch the show. What got me was the male lead's self-awareness. He knows people find him scary. He actively minimizes himself, not because he's weak, but because he's considerate. And throughout the show, we get to see him open up more and become more comfortable with himself because of this girl, while also hiding from his closest friends that he's seeing this girl because their schools are opposed. It's a quiet show. It doesn't rush emotional beats. It lets moments breathe, and even though I fell off the weekly train, what I watched stuck with me, which says a lot. Okay, enough softness. Let's talk about something gritty. At number 3 is Gachiakuta. I said that too many times, now it sounds weird. A show I physically cannot shut up about. The title means legit trash, and the story follows Rudo, a poor kid living on the edge of society where usable things are thrown away daily. He believes nothing is truly trash until he's falsely accused of murder and thrown into the pit, thus becoming trash himself. Down there, he meets a group called the Cleaners, people surviving among what society discarded. His goal is simple: get back up to the top and make that everyone's problem. Everything about this show goes hard. The themes, the designs, the fashion, the music, the anger. The dub is fantastic, and the slangy style of the voice actors matches the rebellious vibe of the show. It pushed me straight to the manga, and trust me, we are only going up from here. I want this show to have everything: figures, movies, cosplayers, all of it, and that's just my number 3 pick. So now, we are at number 2. And it surprised me because it's an old friend. The manga finished a while back and I hadn't been paying as much attention to it as I usually do. But since the series ended, I decided to rewatch it from the beginning so that I could fully appreciate the story. My number 2 anime of the year is My Hero Academia, and honestly, it couldn't be anything else. This is the show that made me start this channel. One Piece is what I talk about mostly, but My Hero Academia was the first anime that made me want to write essays, film them, and post them on the internet. By himself, Bakugo deserves academic study. He's loud, arrogant, perceptive, hardworking. These are all traits that shouldn't work together, but somehow do, and he has some of the best character development I've ever seen since Prince Zuko in Avatar. My Hero Academia is about a boy who starts off as powerless in a superpowered society, but then he gets powers and saves the world. The end. There are so many themes about chasing your dreams, self-sacrifice, pride, saving others, doing the right thing, hope, despair, all of that. This is such an amazing story, and I gotta say, it's my favorite anime. For a minute there, everyone had so much fun hating on My Hero Academia for various reasons, but I noticed something while watching this with my sister. She's not chronically online like some of y'all out there. Her opinion of a show is not based on the behavior of a fandom or outside commentary. If she likes the show, she'll watch it and she'll judge it based on what she sees in front of her. And at face value, taken away from the context of the internet drama and other people's opinions, My Hero Academia has killed it every single season. Every season of this show is scrumdiddlyumptious. The pacing of the whole series lets you really get to know not only the main characters, but the side characters too. Sure, it's not one of those ones that's dark and gritty all the way through, but it doesn't need to be. The quiet and joyful moments make the dark ones hit harder. The dark moments make the joy feel earned. Which brings me to the verse of the video. Galatians 6:9 says, "So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap the harvest of blessing if we don't give up." That verse feels deeply tied to this show's idea of a true hero. Someone who isn't driven by self-promotion, money, or praise, but by a genuine desire for goodness and justice to exist in the world. Someone who wants to be a symbol of peace so people can live without fear. What makes My Hero Academia interesting is that its villains often thrive in destruction and chaos, not because they're evil, but because somewhere along the way the world failed them. They were afraid, they were hurt, and no one reached out a hand when it mattered. The main character, though, refuses to let that be the end of the story. Even when someone seems too far gone, he doesn't stop trying to see their humanity. He doesn't give up on people. He keeps choosing to do what's right, even when it costs him, even when it exhausts him, and even when it would be easier to just walk away. That's why this verse fits so well. Being a hero in this story isn't about instant results or recognition. It's about continuing to do good anyway and trusting that it matters even when you don't see the harvest yet. I think that's something a lot of us need to hear, that even when doing the right thing feels thankless, exhausting, or invisible, it still counts and it still matters. Let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap the harvest of a blessing if we don't give up. That's the show. That's its heart. These 5 anime carried my year in different ways. Some challenged me, some comforted me, and some reminded me why I'm sitting here doing exactly what I'm doing right now, sharing my love for these series with you. Even if one of these becomes your next favorite, I've done my job. And that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, then like this video. And I think you might like this one too, if you just go on and click it. Yeah, click it right now. Yeah, it's a good video. I'm sure it's on my channel, so yeah. All right. Okay, bye.